So Backlash is coming up this weekend, so you guys know what time it is. It is time for my Backlash predictions. We are already coming up to Backlash already. Of course, it's been a quick few weeks after WrestleMania, so now here we are all ready for Backlash. Kind of an interesting card to go over, so of course, as usual in these prediction videos, I'm going to go over every match, give you guys my predictions, and other thoughts as well. But as always, before we get into the video, you guys know as always, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for future upcoming videos here in the BrewCrew channel, and also let me know you guys' thoughts down below as well for y'all's predictions in the comments down below. Definitely would appreciate it, definitely would be interested to see what your guys' predictions would be as well for this upcoming show, Backlash. So let's go ahead and get into the matches. Ow, I just hit my desk, my elbow with my desk. What a way to start the video. Anyway, let's go ahead and just get right into it. So real quick, we're going to be live from Tampa, Florida this Saturday. They're kind of doing what they did with WrestleMania. Apparently the first hour is going to be live on ESPN2, and then the rest of the show will be just exclusive on the ESPN app, so that'll be an interesting thing to see. But quickly start off with the first two things. One of them being John Cena has a historic, history-making announcement that he will have at Backlash, so kind of interested to see what that is. I don't know for sure what it is. If you guys know, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think it might be, but it's definitely going to be an interesting thing to see, and yeah, I definitely can't wait to see what this historic event or whatever he has for an announcement. The next match I want to kind of go over quick is the interesting tag team match with the team of The Miz and Kit Wilson versus the team of Danhausen and a mystery partner. Now, I don't know who the mystery partner will be. I think I'm kind of going to go with a lot of people and probably say it might honestly be Jelly Roll, because if you do know, Jelly Roll was, of course, in the whole thing with Kit Wilson and The Miz earlier on this year, especially going into WrestleMania, so there could be a chance it could be Jelly Roll, and I mean, really, he's probably the best one, because honestly, there's no other superstar that really could be the mystery partner of Danhausen, but that Jelly Roll could be the mystery partner, and to go ahead and say it's probably going to be the mystery partner and Danhausen getting the win, so there's that. Now quickly getting away from those two, let's go ahead and get into the big matches. First, starting off with the only women's match on this card, and it's a non-title match. It is the rivalry, of course, hopefully ending rivalry match between Io Sky and Asuka. Now, of course, this has been a long-going feud with Asuka and Io Sky. Mostly, of course, Asuka is sort of the mentor of Io Sky. There's history with each other, of course, back in Japan a little bit and everything else. Both, of course, have made big names of themselves, of course, not only with the main roster, but also in NXT. These are two women who were probably among the best NXT women's champions in their time in NXT, and now both, of course, have been really great on the main roster. Io Sky is definitely, in my opinion, has been better. Asuka hasn't been horrible, but she's had her moments, though, on the main roster through her career being a part of the main roster. She is a multi-time women's champion and was the first ever women's Royal Rumble winner. So I'm really looking forward to this match. I know, of course, the one thing is there's no more Kairi Sane because she was, of course, released. There's also rumors or fans speculating that Kairi Sane could come back to be involved in this match. If not, I can definitely see them just having this as a normal one-on-one match, finally ending this long feud and not continuing it in any sort of way. Do I agree? Yes, they should not have released Kairi Sane, who is a big focal point of this rivalry, so I don't know especially how the promo package is going to go with this match, so I'm interested to see. But finally, who I have coming out on top, I have Io Sky coming out on top because I feel like she is probably the rightful winner in this situation. And I just don't know if they do pull the trigger for Asuka to have a shocking win. I don't know what they would do with Asuka. You know, I mean, it's the same question if she loses, what is next for Asuka, especially now with no Kairi Sane. Does she go after the women's Intercontinental title? Does she also start now going back after the women's world title and finally get her back into the singles area with the world title or with the world title or with the Intercontinental title? Definitely going to be interesting to see, but my final prediction for this match, I got Io Sky winning this match. Now, the next match is one of only two championship matches, and first is the United States Championship match between Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. Now, I do want to say this one thing. I have not been a fan of the whole. I'm so sorry about that. Someone, I don't know who, was apparently trying to call me, so sorry if you were hearing that. My iPad was going off over there. Anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I about to say? Oh, I've not been a big fan of this Sami Zayn Trick Williams rivalry. I want to say it in that way. I've been a little bit of a fan, but the one thing I'm just not liking is the whole introduction of the gingerbread man because of Trick Williams constantly calling Sami Zayn that because he, of course, has the gingerbread beard and all that, and his hair as well. So, I mean, I don't know. And then, of course, these past few weeks, I mean, literally this Friday or today, whenever this video comes out, or today, Friday, tomorrow, whenever, blanked out there, they're freaking doing a gosh dang freaking ceremony for the god dang gingerbread man. I'm like, this is a rivalry for the United States Championship, and one of the main focuses is a gingerbread man. Like, what? And, like, I do hope with one thing for this match, that this match is a little bit better than the WrestleMania match, because the WrestleMania match was okay. You know, I mean, the right winner came out, which was Trick, and I do still have Trick winning and retaining, and hopefully this brings Sami into another direction to go after the world title again, and Trick continues to rise as a big-time star on SmackDown, including being the United States Champion. So I am definitely interested to see what happens after this match. Interested to see how the match goes, but then again, I said it before, I'm not a big fan of how they've done this rivalry or of how they've built up, especially to this match, with mostly the inclusion of a freaking gingerbread man just because of Trick Williams joking around about Sami Zayn, how he looks, and including a gingerbread man. If you don't know what I'm talking about, literally the past few weeks, especially going into WrestleMania, there has been someone dressed up as a gingerbread man to make fun of Sami Zayn, which I honestly have not been a fan of because that's just a really great idea. You know what? What we do for a rivalry? You know what? Let's involve a gingerbread man because they're making fun of a guy who has the gingerbread and all that in his beard and his hair. And I'm like, why? Just why? Like, I hope this is the last time we see of any of this, because I don't know. I've just not been a big fan of it, really. Especially of how the past few weeks has been. I've not been a big fan of it. But anyway, just kind of back to the match. Trick Williams I have winning, retaining, and interested to see where both men go after this match. So yeah. Now, the next match is the third non-title match on this card, and is one of the big matches of this card. Now, of course, these matches I've said in a certain order. The order that I'm saying these matches, I don't see them going in this order, but the next match is the next non-title match, which, of course, is the big one, the returning Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. And this is an interesting one to try to predict, because a lot of me wants to say Braun Breaker. There's a little bit of me wants to say Seth Rollins, because it would be interesting if they go the route of Seth Rollins pulling out the win, and because there's no way that they're just going to stop. They're going to continue some sort of stuff. But a little bit of why I feel like they are going to have Braun Breaker win is because of sort of one thing. I do see the Vision getting involved, Logan Paul and Austin Theory, and the Street Profits getting involved because they've been getting involved because they returned to the main roster. They're potentially going to go after the World Tag Team titles. But I do see them getting involved in this match, but not really costing any one of them, Braun or Seth, the match. The one person that I feel like is going to get himself involved into this match is possibly a returning Bronson Reed. Now, this, of course, is a long shot because I haven't really seen anybody else say the same thing, but I have a feeling deep down that we could see. It might not be this Saturday with this show. It might be a little bit while longer because he also had an injury going into WrestleMania. So I think his injury is a little bit longer. So it might be a long shot of me saying that we could see a Bronson Reed return. But it's mostly a long shot of me saying that it's going to happen at Backlash. It's probably not. It might happen down the line a little bit later this year, probably, but it does still make this interesting of who I want winning. But I'm going to kind of lean towards who I really think is going to really win, and that is Braun Breaker is going to win. But I feel like they are still going to continue this rivalry thing with Seth Rollins and the Vision because, of course, Braun Breaker getting the win. But I do see some sort of involvement of either the Vision or Longshot probably saying we might see a returning Bronson Reed, but I don't know his status with his injury and all that, or if he has been cleared of any sort. So I haven't really seen anything about that. So that's another reason why I'm saying it might be a long shot, because I haven't heard anybody else talk about it. So, but either way, my final prediction for this match, I got Braun Breaker winning this match. The next in the big headliner match, which I believe will probably be the main event of this show, that of course is the World Heavyweight Championship match between Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu, Bloodline Civil War type match between these two. And this is interesting because of course it shocked everybody when it was Jacob Fatu to be the first one to step up to Roman when he won the World Heavyweight title from CM Punk at WrestleMania. Him being the first person to step up to Roman Reigns. So it's honestly an interesting thing, but there's been a lot of people, of course, speculating something potentially happening. Now, most of this stuff is like either potential Fatu, who of course is a big wrestler in the indie scene right now. He of course is a part of the NOI family, and a lot of people are saying he could somehow debuted in WWE, help Roman in some way. That could potentially happen. We don't know for sure. That's just, of course, a what if that I've been seeing online. A lot of other stuff that has been going on that I've kind of seen is Fatu potentially winning because of a one sort of thing that fans have seen and others have seen is that Roman is not advertised for the June events, which June, the big PLE in June, is Night of Champions. Now, don't know for sure why, because he originally was, but he wasn't. He's mostly right now scheduled for, of course, Backlash, everything before Backlash, but after Backlash, for I believe also the Saturday Night's Main Event, and of course, Clash in Italy, which of course is for the remainder of this month of May. But nothing officially has been confirmed. But a little bit of me is like, you know what, it's still early in May. We still have a long way to go for the rest of this month to see if something changes. Mostly meaning that there could be at some point we could see Roman lose the world title way earlier than what people think. Either that, or he just for some reason doesn't defend the title in June at any point, or has any sort of thing go on in June. Which is mostly interested to see what does he do for Clash in Italy. As that as well. But even with that going on, I don't think they're going to pull the trigger this early, especially with this being the first PLE of his new world title reign. I don't think they would do that. They would do it so quick to put the world title on someone else after putting it on the big name Roman Reigns back at WrestleMania. Maybe I could see them doing it if they're going to do it at the end of the month because something's come up in the month of June for him that he is not scheduled for around that time, and they either want him to have that time off when he's still a champion, or they give the championship to someone else so they can have something to do at Night of Champions for the World Heavyweight title. So there's a lot of stuff going on that I've seen a lot of people's predictions kind of change a little bit to potentially them pulling the trigger on Jacob Fatu, maybe still doing Roman Reigns, and then something down the line happen. Maybe Fatu debuting and helping Roman. Maybe even helping Jacob in some shocking way. I don't know, that's just me saying that. But either way, it is an interesting scenario that this match is in, especially as we're coming in closer a couple of days as we're recording this Saturday. But honestly, my final prediction, though, for this match is I got Roman Reigns winning and retaining the World Heavyweight title. I'm really looking forward to this match, so I'm really hoping that this match does pull off. It's definitely a really good match. I'm definitely looking forward to this. Again, was really shocked when it was Fatu who was the first one to step up to Roman. So definitely interested to see how this match goes. But my final prediction again, I got Roman Reigns winning this match. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that of course ends off my predictions once again. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know you guys' predictions for all the matches, everything else, and anything else that you think might happen on the show. Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know some other thoughts as well down in the comments down below. Made it all this way to the point of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, you guys know as always, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for future upcoming videos here in the BrewCrew channel. And with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing, wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which will probably be the review video. So, see you guys then. Peace.